Bow chicka bow chicka bow chicka bow chicka bow bow chicka bow chicka bow chicka bow bow chicka bow chicka bow chicka bow chicka bow bow bow. Working on that intro. Hey everybody, Angel from AJ's Exchange, and today we are discussing the Redwing 81, my Redwing 8137s. And I know what you're thinking, but yes, this is the black SKAGWAY. And the reason for making this video is because I wanted to explain to you guys how I accomplished this finish. So I've posted these on my Instagram page, AJS_exchange on Instagram, and I've had a few people comment asking how I accomplished it, how I got this color to look. And it's simple. 120 grit sandpaper. I know, and I completely understand if you guys are uncomfortable with taking sandpaper to a $300 pair of boots. Completely understandable, okay? But one thing about me, if you know anything about me, is that normal is boring. So what I did was, so here's a good example. So I folded it in half. I folded it in half, and I made sure to stay away from these stitches here. All the main stitching on the boot, I made sure I stayed away from that, you know. It took some time, but I was able to create a pattern that I'm happy with, and I get a lot of compliments on. So, pretty simple process. Like I said, 120 grit sandpaper. I have this black sandpaper. I don't know if there's like purple sandpapers, colored sandpapers that, you know, painters and drywallers use. I don't know how they would act on you know, any lighter colored boot, but black sandpaper for a black boot, I figured it made sense. So it probably took me about, you know, first off, I took the laces off. Probably took me about two and a half hours. I was just sitting back, taking my time. It was my first time doing it, so. But I mean, check that out. Check that finish out. You know, it's unique. There's not going to be another pair of boots like these anywhere in the world, because I did it. All right, so just remember, if you want to try it, 120 is coarse enough. I knew it would change the look of the leather. You know, you might be struggling with a 240 grit or above to get it to look differently. I wanted a contrast, you know, as to where the affected and non-affected areas were. That's why I started with a 120. I'm sure if you do like an 80 or even a 60 or 50, you might have, you know, a better looking contrast than what I was looking for. But I'm happy with it. Took my laces off. I wasn't worried about the brass eyelets. I think that looks pretty cool to have the brass showing. These are the black laces. I mean, I love these boots. I don't wear them enough. If you know anything about the mock toes with the traction tread soles, these things are like gym sneakers when you're done. I mean, when you're done breaking them in, they're as comfortable as sneakers. So yeah, I just wanted to break that down for you guys. Simple process. Like I said, I've had a few people on Instagram asking about them. 120 grit sandpaper. If you noticed, I put in the hashtag 120 grit in the posting of the Redwing 8137s. Oh yeah, today's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yeah, have a good one.